Last night, after finishing the show Emily picked, we watched a show I wanted to pick, which was called How To with John Wilson. And we didn't just watch one episode of John Wilson. We watched the entire series of John Wilson in one night, and I think I learned something kind of important. Much like John Wilson, I have an absolutely terrible memory, and the whole time we were watching the episode about memory, Emily just stared at me because I experienced a lot of the same things that he does. Now, of course, I haven't met anyone who believes that the Mandela effect is some sort of matrix sort of thing or anything like that, but I do forget things all the time, and there was a time in my life where I wrote everything down. And it's sort of strange to see him do that. And I recently saw that Casey Neistat does that too. And I'm starting to wonder if that is just some sort of like filmmaker thing, or filmmakers, the reason we make films is because we have so bad of memories. And to be honest, that's why I make this vlog. It's easier to make this than to write things down, and a lot more fun. Because honestly, if you asked me what I did 2 weeks ago, I'd have no idea. But now I have this vlog. I don't know what I did on my last vacation. I don't even know what I had for lunch yesterday. But the vlog kind of helps me remember things. What's strange is the only way I connect with the rest of the world is through movies. It's really the only thing I understand. I've never had a lot of friends. I still don't have a lot of friends. And the friends I have because they love movies and I love movies. It's the only thing I ever got. I was never good at anything. I never had any sort of talent. I was never really smart or athletic. All I ever understood was movies, and so the only way to communicate people was through movies, and that's how I see the world. I see the world through this camera, even though it's a phone. When I hold this phone up, when I point at other people, when I'm in an interview, when I'm running a film, I'm not myself. I'm not comfortable talking to others. I'm not comfortable revealing myself. I'm very closed off, but once you turn the camera on, I'm an entirely different person, and I don't know why that is, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is who I am. And when I see it in others, when I see it in someone like John Wilson or Casey Neistat or these other vloggers or filmmakers, it's just a sort of surreal experience, because it's like looking in the mirror and knowing that what they're doing is what you're doing, but not really knowing how to change it. Now, for them, they have the excuse of being successful. They are given money by YouTube or HBO or these big production companies to do what they do. They have an excuse to kind of be the way that they are. But I have the same experiences as them without the excuse. I don't make a living making this vlog. I don't make a living doing the podcast. I don't make a living really making videos other than little cheap commercials. That is not my favorite thing in the world. But I do it anyways because I don't know how else to experience the world, and sort of seeing how they start off in their careers, where John Wilson started shooting infomercials and then moved to kind of where he is now. It's strange to see my life through his lens. While I might not live in New York City, while I may never become the type of filmmaker he is, the similarities is strange, and I think that's one of the reasons I enjoyed the show so much, is I saw myself a lot in him, just this awkward person who only knows how to exist behind a camera, who got his career making commercials. It's a strange connection. It's a strange way to see the world. And so I found this series to be incredibly profound. And so if you haven't watched it, you should really go check it out. Now, did this series profoundly change how I see the world, or is it going to change any of my actions at all? Probably not. I'm probably going to continue to just do what I do, but I think now I can see it, and I guess that's a certain step in the right direction. I can recognize that what I do is a bit absurd, is a bit insane. I talked about yesterday the productivity curse, the need to constantly be productive, and I'm working on it. But when I see it in others, I can't help but laugh, because I can, and I'm not laughing at them, or I'm not even sure I'm really laughing with them. I'm laughing because I get them. I get filmmakers in a way that I don't get others. When I watched Mitchell vs. the Machine, I got the protagonist because for the first time she found her people. Because here in the Midwest, there's not a lot of other filmmakers out there. And so it's a very small community, and it's hard to find that community. But seeing it in others, experiencing it in other people's art. And maybe that's why I've been watching so many movies about people making movies, because I miss that community. I want to go back to that community. So what that means for my future, I don't know, but I think it does mean that my future can't be here in Indiana. Now, does that mean I'm moving anytime soon? No, of course not. We still have a whole another year on our lease here, and it's entirely dependent on Emily because, well, I can do my job from anywhere, but Emily can also do her job from anywhere, but she needs a hospital. She needs a place to work at. And of course that depends until she gets her license and all those other things, which we're trying to figure out. So we're not moving anytime soon. We're going to be here for the next year. But after that, I don't think Indiana's going to be our home. So I'm not an animal person. In fact, if given the option, I would never have any sort of animal. But I wasn't given that option. Emily decided that we needed cats, and a couple of years ago we got 2 cats, Alfie and Barry, who are fine, I guess, and I deal with them, and they sleep with us, and it's fine. It's just, I hate doing their litter so much. Like feeding them, giving them water, that's fine. They're pretty, I mean, I guess for cats they're pretty high maintenance, but as far as animal goes, like, they're pretty self-sufficient. Their litter, it's just, I mean, I guess it's better than taking like a dog outside. It's just, it's not my favorite thing in the world. Now, the very obvious reason why I don't love doing their litter is because it's gross, obviously. But the thing about being in an apartment complex is they take your trash, which is nice, but they only do it on certain days. And for some reason, Emily never asks me until Thursday, which is problematic because even though they come Thursday, our trash is usually full by then, and then you don't come again until Sunday. Which means that I usually have to go out, like, put the litter in a trash bag, and then put that in another trash bag, and then put that in my car, and then take that to the garbage can, which is, it's not my favorite thing in the world. I think I wouldn't be as bothered if, say, I was, you know, I lived in a house and was just, like, outdoors, but having to put it in my car and then go to the garbage, it's just, it's not my favorite thing in the world. But I love my wife, and by default, I love the cats, I guess. And so I do what I have to do. Now, when we get into a house, maybe I won't complain as much. I probably will. I think cats are, well, just animals in general are a nuisance. I mean, they're as fine as animals can be, I guess. I don't know. I know they have those, like, self-cleaning litter box things, but those things are super expensive, and I guess, like, you still have to change their litter? I'm not really sure how it works, but point is, I really wish I didn't have animals. So I just spent the last 4 hours on basically a lottery ticket. Over the last couple of months, I've been filling out some grants to pay for my feature film. I haven't gotten any of them so far, partly because, well, it's probably just not the right project for what these kind of grants are for, and I probably don't really deserve them. But the thing about this grant that is unique from the others is it's probably the most lottery-based. Most grants are it's by government, and it's just kind of like, you know, who you know, it's very bureaucratic, but this one is, it's basically a lottery. I mean, of course there's applications and people pick, who they like best, but it's a fancy lottery. And I just wasted 4 hours on it, which, it's not great. This is the 4th time I've shot this because for some reason it's just not recording, and now Alfie is continuing to scratch at that. So, yeah, not a great way to spend probably half your day. I mean, of course, if we got the grant, this would mean the difference between our feature film maybe being made and definitely being made with a lot to kind of hold it up. But, it's a lottery, and I don't have good luck. So I just wasted half the day doing pretty much nothing, which is, it's not great. Emily, tell the vlog what happened today.
I got anxious.
And then what happened?
And then I laid on the bed.
And bothered me.
And was anxious.
Emily thought she was going to fail her test, which she's not.
I don't know if I studied enough compared to...
Oh my god. You still have another, like, month before your test. More than a month. Or around a month. Oh my god, you're ridiculous. You spent the last 3 years studying. I don't understand. She's ridiculous. Say that you're ridiculous.
I'm not going to do that.
But you are.
You are.
Alright. What are we doing now, love?
We're gonna go get a beer.
And then?
We're gonna go get ramen.
And then?
We're gonna go to a movie.
How was your beer, love?
It was good.
Where did we go? Beer brewery. Now what? Ramen?
Yes.
Are you sad? Wait, so is cosmic brownie cereal a real thing?
It is, but I don't know if it would be good. But
Maybe you should Ask the vloggers to provide. Ask and they shall. Is that how it goes? Ask and you shall receive?
Maybe.
I don't know.
If anybody's had it, let me know so that maybe I can go buy it.
Comment in the comments below.
Oh, it's hot in here.
Emily and I just had dinner. Emily not only had dumplings, but then had ramen. And then immediately got ice cream. And now she's surprised that she can't eat all of her ice cream. You know, if I got the Munster shake, then maybe that would have been possible. But Emily wouldn't let me get the Munster shake. She just made me get a regular size milkshake. Although I did get an extra flavor.
Because last time you had the Monster Shake, you hurt your tummy.
I don't think so. Maybe we'll go home then. I miss our movie. It'll be entirely Emily's fault.
We won't miss it. We have. It's only 7:10. It doesn't even start till 7:45.
7:15. We're gonna close. You have to just run up there.
I know.
Okay, if we miss our movie, I'm gonna be sad.